first of all, I'm so excited to meet you. You're so cute on the show. I love it. Okay, quick synopsis. If somebody has never watched The Chosen, tell us who you are and what The Chosen is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I play Eden in The Chosen. Eden is Simon Peter's wife. Simon Peter is one of Jesus' disciples. And the only thing we know about Eden is that Jesus heals her mother. But that's all we really know. And so the creators and the writers have really done an incredible job writing in real life, incredible stories that are so relatable and heartfelt and painful and lovely and just life, right? As we know it. And I think that that is what the audience is so in love with, the fact that we're telling a story about the life of Jesus in a new way, in the first multi-season show about the life of Christ and told through the eyes of the people that really encountered him, and how it's moved and changed their lives, and now it's changing and saving lives literally around the world, and that's really special to be a part of. And I hope that if you haven't watched it, that you will download the Chosen app right now and go binge Jesus.
Yes, exactly. And your character specifically, I love how you play her. And I feel a lot of wives, not even wives, women in general can relate to her, especially with how she acts towards her husband or to how girls can act towards guys in general. If we feel that they're not listening to us or hearing us. And spoiler alert, if anybody's watching this and you haven't watched I mean, the third season in episode 5 and 6, you just hop off now and then come back on. But your
Definitely
character
pop
goes
off.
through a pretty like traumatic experience. Tell us about how you got into that headspace of someone who, as you know, lost a child.
Yeah, when I remember when I read the very opening piece of episode 5, and I was bawling my eyes out. I actually took a video of myself because I was just like, I want to document this. I have no words, and yet I'm scared, I'm terrified. I feel like what have I gotten myself into? God, am I can I do this? And it made me just realize, like, a lot of my friends and family had gone through miscarriage, and I know that in my research and wanting to find out more and wanting to hear more women's stories to help me understand and help me be able to tell the story on a screen, was so nerve-wracking. But then I realized, like, there's such a bigger picture here, and focusing on telling that and giving light, shedding light to that, and helping women really come together and supporting each other and being there for each other, not just women but like men too, that don't know how to really deal with that loss or that trauma. Wow, like, just to be able to tell that story, that's so, it's rare that it's done, but even more rare to be done on a faith-based show. But it's real life, and real life is not always, this rainbow of people full of faith, and it's really hard, and that's what's so special about the show. And we're not afraid to dive deep and go into the trauma, of what real people go through, especially that are unique, the experiences that women uniquely have.
Oh, absolutely. And okay, obviously we're going to go back to your role as playing a wife, and you recently got married, right? Tell us, what was that experience like, and also your love story. How did you meet your husband and fall in love? It's so cute.
Thank you. We've been married a year and a half now, and my husband had never really met another actor, or knew of another actor. So it was so interesting, like, while we were dating, to have to, like, to explain, like, this is what I do. And it was, some growing pains there, but he's an incredible support and rock. And it's we met here in Atlanta, Georgia, where we live. And he's just been there through everything, through my growth, through my tears, my struggles. And God really will place the perfect person for you in your life that you need. So yeah, it's been great. And it's also really awesome to take our own experiences in our marriage and bring that to the screen, so that I'm really telling my truth. And that's why I think so many women, so many people enjoy the show because we are bringing ourselves, our heart, our own experiences, our authenticity, and how we would react to the situation of the story and what's going on. And the our writers and our creatives have given us that gift to be able to do that and bring ourselves, and that collaboration. And it's just magic. What you see on screen is, I mean, every frame is a piece of artwork, with so much heart and love behind it. So we're just so proud of where the show is now, and where it's come from.
Oh yeah, the show is amazing, and I love what you're doing with your character, and I enjoy your character so much. So if it's from your real life or taken, I think we all, if we were to play any role, we kind of take experiences and we put them all together for a character, if we were to act or not. But I love what you do with her. Great job. So congratulations from a female to a female. I'm loving the character and what you're doing. And something else, I was going through your Instagram account because your Instagram is adorable and.
It's
Um,
so random. Thank you.
I also love the fact that you speak Spanish and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm trying to learn Spanish and I'm just like blown away. How many languages do you speak? Portuguese, Spanish, English, what else?
Yeah, I speak Portuguese. That was my first language. I do speak Spanish because my father who raised me, he is Puerto Rican American, and so his family spoke Spanish. And I taught myself a little bit of French, and now I'm teaching myself a little bit of Italian because we have a fun trip coming up there, hopefully, for The Chosen. So I love people and languages and culture, and I've always loved a lot of different things, a lot of like I relate to a lot of people. And I think that I used to find that I don't know, like in myself, like I'm realizing that that's what makes me me, is the fact that I do love so many different things. And I think it serves its purpose with storytelling and jumping into a character and being able to relate, and then or meeting someone new, and really just, yeah, just being able to relate. And that's really helped me, I think, with everything that I do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and something that you do, I saw recently you went on a mission trip. Was it your first one? I think you posted a picture with Lecrae. I love missions. I think, how was that experience? What was it like, and how did you get involved?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. A mutual friend that I knew, she's an actress. She was supposed to go on the trip to Rwanda, and she wasn't able to go. And she thought of me to take her place. And I was terrified. Again, it's one of those things where I was like, and then I was asked to speak. And God and I have had many conversations now after that, because I've spoken a few times and it horrifies me. But I remember having a full on like anxiety breakdown the night before, having to get up and speak to 1,000 teenage girls that were gathering from different areas in Rwanda, to come and listen to our stories. And it was an all women's, all girls teen conference. And it was so scary. And I remember having a breakdown, like, I can't do this. And I remember the women came together and prayed over me, on me, and slowly my breathing came to normalcy. And I got up there the next morning, and looking at all of their beautiful faces at me and me sharing my story was just incredible. It was life changing. I know that they hopefully felt inspired, and even if just one of those teenage girls, found their calling or their purpose, or even just really finding their relationship with Christ, by me sharing my story, that then it was all worth it. So that was amazing. And before going, I ran into Lecrae at the airport, and I went up to him and I was like, I'm a huge fan. And, I'm actually heading to my first mission trip. And I just want to thank you for your music and, for what you're doing. And I was like, it's inspiring to me as an artist because I'm on a show called The Chosen. And he was like, wait a minute. I know The Chosen. I love that show. Wait, who do you play? Because it's so hard to, we look so different sometimes outside of the show. And I told him, and he was like, that is you, and he was so excited. He had some really inspiring words to give me for my first mission trip. And it was just such a God connects so many incredible people, and to help us in these moments. So yeah, I was just so grateful for that.
I think that's a beautiful story. And I feel like with your not only just your character, but also your platform, you are able to speak to so many people. And the Lord puts you in a place for just for such a time as this to be able to encourage so many girls who, you know, maybe they're going through, like we all go through hardships, but sometimes people in other countries, their hard is a different
Harder.
kind of hard, an extreme kind of hard. So I feel like it's a blessing for you to be able to do that and to overcome that anxiety and fear. And let me tell you this, I've been doing this for forever. I get fearful all the time, like the night before an interview, and I'm not afraid to talk. I love to talk. I talk so much. So I kind of felt you as you were saying that, but I'm so glad that the Lord equipped you and you moved through it and you were able, you know, to go. So great encouragement. I love listening to your story. And last question for you. You have some exciting projects coming up because you've been on really cool things. And tell us about what you have coming up.
Oh my gosh, I just wrapped an incredible film on Saturday night, late Saturday night. So this just happened. Yeah, so I'm really excited. It's a film called Golden Influencer, and Sherry Rigby is incredible. She was our director, and what a story! And it's so different than Eden. I mean, it's going to be so relatable, I think, to so many young women and girls, and you know, it's a just such a special story about how we can truly influence, right, in this world of social media where people are so easily self-absorbed, with sharing, like, you know, what they love to use, and, you know, buy this and buy that, and it's like, how are you really using your platform to help and encourage others, and really finding Jesus in that, and, you know, yeah, so I'm excited to tell that story and who Olivia Golden is. So I'm really, really excited.
Really excited for you too. And thank you so much for chatting with me. I know we have to wrap up, but anything, last thing you want to promote? Social media, the show, whatever. Floor is
Oh my
yours.
gosh. If you haven't watched The Chosen, I mean, we probably have spoiled some stuff here, but download the Chosen app. You can stream it, you know, on your TV and your phone now. We're coming to you in theaters for the finale of season 3, episodes 7 and 8. We are showing it from Thursday to now Monday this weekend. And it's an experience you'll want to see on the big screen for the finale. And we're just so overwhelmed and excited for our audience to see what we have for the finale.